Helicopter rotor blades is a topic that comes up on Team Yankee Facebook pages quite a lot. The supplied rotors in Battlefront kits are static, but I've seen a lot of people talk about making spinning disc rotors for their models. Heck, I've even had a go myself. Today we'll be looking at my not very successful attempt, as well as checking out this much better commercial solution from Battlefeild Accessories. Stick around to see the results. Helicopter rotor blades is a topic often discussed on Team Yankee forums. People have various solutions. This is my attempt using a 120mm clear plastic spacer from CD and DVD spindles. I guess the fact that I have a bunch of these old CD spacers around dates me back to the Stone Age of IT technology. So the spacer is a clear plastic disc about 120mm across. I mounted the spacer on a circular miniature base with the Battlefront plastic turret peg underneath. In all honesty, I was never really happy with this as a solution. The central base part is too big and dark. A custom-made cruciform plastic piece would work better, but I just never got around to it. In the end, I generally use my helicopters without rotors on the table. The rotors are too fragile to transport easily. Fixed-wing aircraft in Flames of War have the same problem, but it's less noticeable. Christian Holford over on the Painting Panzers channel recently showed this Brewster Buffalo plastic 1/44 scale kit using spinning props from PropBlur. These look great and really look like a spinning prop blade. Link to both PropBlur and Christian's video in the description below. Of course, German players can avoid this by fielding the ME-262 Sturmvogel. Jets don't need spinning props. But back to helicopters in Team Yankee and the main subject of this video. While chatting with Christian about his spinning prop video, we talked about acrylic rotor blades for helicopters. I vaguely remembered there used to be someone online who sold them, but I thought they ended up going out of business. In searching for them, we found apparently there's an Australian manufacturer that makes them, Battlefeild Accessories. This is their website. They list their rotor blades under Tabletop Ready Terrain, Perspex Rotors. You can see they also have aircraft prop discs in Perspex as well as helicopter rotors, but we're looking at helicopter rotors today. These are 140mm rotor discs laser cut from Perspex and printed with PropBlur. Each set comes as 2 main rotor discs and 2 tail rotors, all cut out of a single sheet of 1.5mm Perspex. There are several options you can select. Dual, tri and quad blade rotors with either yellow or red tips, plus there's a Penta 5-bladed prop with red tips. I'm guessing that's for Hind helicopters. Unfortunately, the quad yellow are sold out, and it looks like I ordered the last quad red as well. I bought 3 different blade types to review. A dual yellow suitable for Cobras and Hueys, quad red for my British Lynx, and a Penta red for Hinds. These are 15 Australian dollars per set. That's about $11 US or £9 for each set of 2 rotors. Shipping within Australia is $8 and international shipping is a flat $20 with a 10 kilogram weight limit. Mike from Battlefeild Accessories said the rotor blades are the company's #1 export product. Here's my unopened package of rotor blades that arrived in the mail last week. Let's smash it open and see what we get. First up, here's the 2-bladed rotors with yellow tips. These are suitable for Cobras and Hueys in NAM, Fate of a Nation and Team Yankee. You can see the 2 large 140mm rotor discs with the smaller tail rotor discs. Interestingly, this sheet arrived without the protective backing, but they are well packaged and seem to have made the journey unscathed. The blades are blurs printed directly onto the acrylic. I'm not sure how durable the paint finish is, so I'd recommend taking care not to scratch or rub these if you can help it. This image from the Battlefeild Accessories website shows the blades in use on a Huey transport helicopter. These are my 4-bladed rotors for my Lynx Hell Arms. These do have the protective backing paper still attached and have red tips. I would have preferred yellow, but they were out of stock, and this set appears to be the last of the red tip ones as they're now out of stock as well. I'm looking forward to mounting these on my Lynx. Of course, being transparent Perspex, they attract fingerprints, hair and dust. They will need a wipe over before play so you're not putting hairy helicopters on the table. Finally, we come to the 5-bladed rotors for the Hind. These are 14 centimeters as well. I'm guessing in reality there would have been a length difference between Cobra rotors and the blades on a Hind, but probably not a big issue at this scale. These are printed with 5-bladed blurs with red tips. Most of the Hind photo references I found had yellow blade tips, but the red blades are the only option available. Again, this set has the 2 large rotor discs and 2 small tail rotors, so you get enough blades for 2 helicopters. So the Perspex rotors look great, but how do you mount them? I reached out to the company and they said they usually just place the acrylic rotor over the kit blades. You can see this method being used on the example images on their website. Helicopters like Hinds and Apaches have bumps or protrusions above the plane of the rotor blade. You might need to drill out a hole in the centre of the Perspex blade circle to accommodate this. Another approach might be to replace the kit rotors entirely. For the Lynx, this is an easy modification because there's no long rotor shaft. Its shaft is fairly short. A small spacer or magnet under the Perspex disc would be sufficient. Hueys and Cobras have longer rotor shafts with linkages that you might have to fabricate if you don't want to cannibalise and modify the kit rotors. Battlefront used to make replacement plastic rotor blade sprues for their resin and metal helicopters in the NAM range. My local supplier has a few of these left. I might snag some to attach to the 2-bladed rotor discs. However, this approach leaves the Perspex discs relatively unsupported. That puts a lot of pressure on any join you make in the centre. Given these are wargaming pieces, the support of the kit rotors underneath might make them a lot more durable. Anyway, that's a look at the Battlefeild Accessories Perspex rotor blades. It's great to have an Australian company producing these. They certainly look better than my CD spacer solution to simulate spinning blades. Having them available in 2, 3, 4 and 5-bladed options is nice. The 1.5mm Perspex feels pretty durable, but the surface does show dirt, dust and fingerprints. Plus Perspex is easily scratched and I'm not sure how durable the printed blurs are, so use care here. Mounting is also something you'll have to find a solution for yourself. This is easier for the company's aircraft propeller discs. They are available for 2, 3 or 4-bladed aircraft in the same 1.5mm Perspex with 6 blades to a sheet. These are 4cm discs, maybe a bit large for 1/44 scale aircraft for wargaming. In this scale, most aircraft prop spans are more like 2.5 to 3 centimeters. The 4cm discs are really more suitable for 1/72 scale. The prop discs will just mount behind the spinner on most aircraft kits. You can see that on this Mustang kit example on Battlefeild Accessories website. Resin aircraft with integrated spinners might need some surgery to get them on. I hope this look at Battlefeild Accessories Perspex helicopter rotors was useful. Are they something you might like to use? If so, reach out to the company and tell them Harry from Fog of War sent you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.